How a computer works from inside, full hardware breakdown for beginners.
Welcome to Monkey Tech Bytes.
Today we're taking a simple, friendly trip inside your computer to understand how it really works. You use computers every day, but most people never see what's happening inside that box. When you click something, when a game opens, when a video plays, there is a full world working behind the scenes. Every part inside has a job, and all of them work together like a team. In this video, we will explore each part in a clear, easy-to-understand way, just like learning ABC. No complicated words, no confusion, just simple learning. The CPU, the thinking brain. The most important part inside your computer is the CPU, also known as the brain of the system. Everything you do goes through the CPU. When you open an app, the CPU decides what to do. When you type something, the CPU reacts instantly. It works at an unbelievable speed, doing billions of small tasks every second. Modern CPUs have multiple cores, which means the brain has several smaller brains inside it. This allows a computer to handle many tasks at the same time. But even a fast brain needs help, and that help comes from RAM. RAM.
RAM is the short-term memory of the computer.
Think of it like a table where the computer keeps things it is currently using. When you open Chrome, YouTube, or a game, the data for those apps moves into RAM. This makes them open fast and run smoothly. If your RAM is small, the table gets full quickly and the computer starts slowing down. If your RAM is large, everything stays smooth because the computer has room to work. But RAM forgets everything when the computer turns off.
Which means it cannot store files permanently. That job belongs to storage.
Storage. The long-term memory.
Storage is where your computer keeps everything permanently, even when it is turned off.
This includes your photos, videos, documents, software, and the operating system itself. Computers use either hard disk drives or solid-state drives for storage. Hard disk drives are older and use spinning disks. They are slower because they have moving parts. SSDs are modern and super fast because they have no moving parts. This is why computers with SSDs feel much faster when starting up or loading apps. Whether HDD or SSD, storage is your computer's long-term memory. The GPU, the visual artist. The GPU, or graphics card, is responsible for everything you see on the screen. It draws images, colors, animations, videos, and games.
If the CPU is the thinker, the GPU is the artist.
Some computers use integrated graphics, which are built into the CPU. These work fine for simple tasks, but for gaming, video editing, or 3D work, a dedicated graphics card is needed. It has its own processor and memory and can create visuals much faster. Without the GPU, your screen would stay blank. The motherboard, the connector. The motherboard is the main board inside your computer where all parts connect. It's like the city road system that lets every part talk to every other part. The CPU sits on it, RAM plugs into it, storage connects to it, the GPU attaches to it. The motherboard makes sure information can travel smoothly between all components. Every command you give, every sound you hear, every image you see, everything moves across the motherboard. Without it, none of the parts could communicate. Power supply. The energy source.
A computer cannot work without power, and that's where the power supply unit, or PSU, comes in.
Electricity from your wall is too strong for your computer. The PSU takes that raw electricity and converts it into safe, clean power for the CPU, GPU, motherboard, RAM, and storage. It sends the right amount of power to each part through cables.
If the PSU stops working, the whole computer shuts down in 1 second.
A good PSU keeps your computer healthy and stable for years. Cooling system. The temperature control. Computers get hot when they work, especially the CPU and GPU. Heat is dangerous for electronics. That's why your computer has fans, heat sinks, and sometimes liquid cooling. A heat sink pulls heat away from the CPU. Fans push cool air in and hot air out. If cooling is weak, the computer becomes slow or shuts down to protect itself.
Good cooling keeps everything running smoothly, just like air conditioning keeps your home comfortable.
How everything works together. Now let's connect the whole story. When you press the power button, the PSU wakes up and sends power throughout the computer. The motherboard checks all the parts. The CPU starts thinking. RAM loads the operating system so the CPU can work quickly. Storage sends files when needed. The GPU turns digital data into images on your screen. Fans keep everything cool so the computer can keep working. All these parts work together every second to create the experience you see. Every click, every video, every game, every sound, everything is the result of teamwork happening inside the computer. When one part works slowly, the whole system feels slow. And when all parts work well, the computer feels smooth and powerful. And that is how your computer works from the inside. Now you have a clear, simple picture of what happens every time you turn on your PC.
If you enjoyed learning with Monkey Tech Bytes and want more simple and friendly explanations, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment on what you want to learn next. See you in the next video.